In the rigid hierarchy of ancient China, a man's home was his castle, but for some, the only way up was to move in. Meet Zhuìxù. Forgive me if I'm saying anything wrong. The live-in son-in-law. To the outside world, he was a man who sold his dignity to his in-laws. He was a vital tool for survival. Historically, there wasn't a romantic choice during the Qin and Han dynasties. Zhuìxù were legally marginalized. They were often grouped with criminals and prohibited from holding government office. Why was the stigma there? Because he committed the ultimate sin against his own ancestors. He abandoned his father's name. In many cases, he signed a contract to ensure his children would carry his father-in-law's surname to keep their line alive. But as we move into the Ming and Qin dynasties, the uxorilocal, whatever, I'll put the text. That marriage, the son-in-living marriage, became a strategic power play. Wealthy merchant families with no sons would headhunt brilliant poor scholars. This historical tension is exactly why the son-in-law genre is currently exploding in C-dramas. The modern trope usually starts with the underdog, the protagonist who is a Zhuìxù, who is mocked by his wife's relatives, the classic face-losing setup. Then comes the heroic flip. Dramas like My Heroic Husband or The Legend of the Shen Li subvert the shame. They turn the outsider status into an advantage, using the husband's weight to save the family from ruin. In these stories, the living husband isn't a sign of family weakness, but the secret weapon that makes them unstoppable. Whether it was a social death sentence or a shortcut to power, the life of a son-in-law was never boring. Which C-drama son-in-law is your favorite? For me, I think I do love the very many. I've used one video here where they bring in a son-in-law and they are just so attached to the wife, and it comes after she has gone through another son-in-law who was a scumbag. So which movie did you enjoy with a son-in-law story? Let me know in the comments.